What's going on? My name is Terry, and welcome to the Light T Show. Please hit that like for that algorithm. Let's get straight to the show. Woo! Did y'all see all of them blue city mayors get they whooped on in court today at the hearing? Lord have mercy. I just want y'all to see several videos of the incompetence of some of these blue city mayors. I'm talking about Colorado, Chicago, Boston, New York. It was a shit show. When I say $6.9 billion got spent on illegal immigrants in New York City alone. Do you know the city mayor of Boston don't even know how much they spent on illegal migrants? This is what people been talking about, but I want y'all to check this video out of Byron Donalds going in on them. Let's take a look.
And during that time period, we were at one of the holding centers, and there were these buses that were coming to the detention facility, and they were picking up 30 kids, 50 kids at random, walking out of the facility. And when I went over to question the bus driver that was transporting these kids, border agents told me, as a member of Congress, that you're not allowed to question the bus driver. And of course, people knowing me, I didn't take no for an answer, and I repeated the question. And I was told that this bus of children was leaving El Paso and going to San Diego. And so what was occurring under the Biden administration is that they were busing unaccompanied minors all across the United States for one reason and one reason only. And that was because they did not want the press to see the pictures of kids in cages. They did not want to see our borders being overrun. They wanted to disperse that problem all through the United States. That is the reckless history of illegal immigration under Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. Mayor Johnston of Denver, yes, you lamented earlier that there were 10 to 11 buses coming per day to your city. Did you ever talk to Joe Biden about why this was happening to your community?
Thank you, Congressman. I both reached out to Governor Abbott from Texas. He didn't respond, and I did.
Why would you reach out to Governor Abbott of Texas when it is Joe Biden, the former commander-in-chief, that opened up our borders? Why didn't you talk to him?
Well, our buses directly were being sent from Governor Abbott in Texas, so that was why we reached out to say we're happy to collaborate on a coordinated entry system. We understand no one state or no one city should bear the entire brunt of this, but let's collaborate. But I did.
So I'm glad you said that, because that brings me to my next point. Governor Abbott and Governor DeSantis, when they started moving illegal aliens out of their states who were bearing the brunt of what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were doing, and they've sent them to Denver, they sent them to Chicago, they sent them to New York, they sent them to Martha's Vineyard. The reason why they did that is because you four could hide behind the realities of illegal immigration on border towns all through our country and on cities and states who did not want to see illegal immigration, but did not have the political representation to go to the White House. And only when it showed up on your doorstep did you get upset. Mayor Johnston, coming back to you, how much did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022.
$79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because we don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone.
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you.
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing mayor.
Which is
Mayor
the same
Adams,
number that
how
was
much did the
sent from
city
us
of New York
from the
actually
state
spend
of
on
Texas.
illegal immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you. You don't have a hard number, and if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers' dollars.
$6.9 billion of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering city
You don't
services,
ask
so
about
we
how
don't
much
have
money
that
the city of Boston has spent on illegal immigration?
We
Are
don't
you out of your
distinguish
mind?
between immigration status.
Do you
as
manage
part
your
of our
budget
city
or not,
policies.
Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor
our city
Wu,
safe.
do you manage
we
your
have
budget
the
or not?
numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So
for
to the city of Boston,
budget.
just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
The city of Boston
the city of
is
Boston.
sick of having
I'm
people
reclaiming my
outside
time.
Boston
Mr.
telling
Bear,
us what
Mr.
we
Bear, I have a
need.
question for you because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specifics.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be legal.
Let me ask you this question, because one of the great libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman, famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
And I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America
can.
has to
Absolutely you
choose,
can.
Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our nation or protecting the taxpayer. I choose secure the nation. I yield back.
This is just nonsense. You mean to tell me you don't know the specific number that you spent on illegal migrants in your own city? You mean to tell me you don't know the city budget? This is why Mayor Johnson, specifically Chicago mayor, has the lowest, I mean the absolute lowest approval rating ever in the whole existence of Chicago. Like, you mean to tell me, because I already know you spent about $500 million on illegal migrants. I already know that. I did videos of that. But to gaslight them at that moment and you know how much you spent is crazy. And the fact that you're even trying to take this loan out to pay the teachers there when your school system is failing. They're failing them kids, and you want to give them a $300 million contract to boost their pay because you was a former teacher. But the former teacher don't even know how to balance the budgets, don't even know what 1% of your budget is.
One of your first actions as mayor was establishing a deputy mayor for immigrant, migrant, and refugee rights. I want to ask you a series of questions. If you could answer with a yes or no answer, that'd be great. First of all, do you support allowing illegal aliens to obtain driver's licenses? Just yes or no?
So the city of Chicago has been a welcoming city for over 40 years.
I'll take
policy,
that as a yes. Next question.
and that's the policy that we will hold to.
Do you support tax dollars subsidizing or paying for the health care of illegal aliens?
I support investments in all residents of the people of Chicago, and that's what I do.
That's a yes as well. Do you support free or reduced college for illegal aliens?
Again, I support the investments of all residents of the people of Chicago.
Take that as a yes. Next question. Do you support allowing non-citizens to vote in local elections?
Again, I'm not over the jurisdiction of that type of law, but again, I'm committed to investing in all residents of the people
I'll
of Chicago.
take that as a yes. I've got an article from the Chicago Sun-Times, and I'll quote here briefly. Johnson proposed, among other things, that all residents, regardless of citizenship status, be able to vote for Chicago Board of Education members. Next question. Your website states, and this is your campaign website, quote, "I will not stop fighting until abortion access is completely secure for people all over the country," end quote. Yes or no, do you support taxpayer-funded abortions for illegal aliens?
I support the reproductive rights of all people, all
Take
women.
that as a yes as well. Your mayoral transition website mentions support for creating a Chicago Board of Education non-citizen advisory board. Again, yes or no, do you support appointing non-citizens to government advisory boards?
I was invited here today to discuss welcoming
yes
cities.
or no?
I was invited here to discuss welcoming
This is a
cities.
yes or no
If you're
question.
interested in asking me
You're not
questions
gonna
about the
filibuster.
welcoming
I'll
city,
take that as a
I'm
yes.
happy
We're
to
gonna
answer
move
those
on.
questions.
No,
Y'all talking about Jasmine Crockett up here talking about, oh, they're not in the interest of giving people money. What? All these illegal migrants over here getting food stamps, government assistance, free health care, and y'all not in the interest of giving people money? Man, this is why I just can't stand Democrats. And then Denver Mayor Johnson, oh yeah, he gonna send all them illegal migrants all over to where he say San Diego, where, oh my God, Trump is locking up kids in cages. Y'all sending them in buses to San Diego, locked up in chains, but y'all ain't want to see that. You ain't want to show how you been sending all them illegal immigrants over there to Aurora, Colorado, right? Out of your city of Denver, and their crime rate went through the roof. Don't try to blame Texas and Florida. They just showing the whole entire country how illegal immigrants been coming over here for years, decades, since however long it's been. Using up their resources down there. And y'all signed the list. We saw the list of people, of the mayors who signed that crazy list of saying they're going to be sanctuary cities. Think about it, people. The DNC was what? In like September, August, something like that. Only one person came there out of this group of people, and that was Mayor Johnson of Chicago, and that's because it was in Chicago, and they got him out the way early. He came at like 12 p.m. They didn't even want him over there because guess what? Everybody gonna be asking about the illegal migrants there. The incompetence of these people. How do y'all catch these illegal migrants who's committing heinous crimes in y'all cities and then just release them? And y'all keep arresting them and releasing them. How is that protecting the safety of the people here in the United States of America?
You believe it's acceptable for illegals who commit heinous crimes be released back into the public instead of being detained and deported? Mayor Adams, yes or no?
Anyone break a crime?
Yes or no? This is not hard. Yes or no?
Anyone that break a crime should be detained.
Okay, Mayor. Yes or no?
They should be deported.
Okay, Mayor.
Any individual that
Yes or
causes
no?
harm
Yes or
and
no?
breaks
Okay,
the
Mayor
law
Wu?
should be held accountable.
This is why you have 6% approval rating, because you suck at answering questions. Mayor Wu? Yes or no?
Anyone who's a public safety threat should be prosecuted.
All right, I have my next question. Are you willing to go to jail for violating federal law?
The city of Chicago complies with all laws.
Oh, I highly doubt that. Mayor Wu?
We are not violating federal law.
Mayor Wu, I have a last couple questions for you. Do you believe that ICE arresting a child rapist, quote, threatens everyone's safety, end quote? Yes or no?
No.
Does ICE arresting a murderous MS-13 gang member threaten everyone's safety? Yes or no?
No.
I would like to hold up this quote of you where you say ICE's efforts actually threaten the safety of everyone, end quote, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu. You're a hypocrite. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And
Mayor Wu, how you don't know what the hell you spend on illegal migrants? How you don't know? But I tell y'all what, do y'all know every time there's a budget deficit, the first thing they take away is from education. That's the first thing that they take away. They ain't gonna tell y'all that, but that's the first thing they take away. And all of these cities is facing some type of, it's either they just beat their budget or they have a huge deficit, like the city of Chicago, $981 million. New York, $6.9 billion. I'm gonna talk to black people specifically. That's where y'all reparations go, to illegal immigrants. That's where the reparations go. They not in the business of giving away free money, but illegal migrants was coming over here for years, having a ball, coming through here in planes. All type of good stuff. They in New York, out there in the middle of the not the freeway, but the middle of like Manhattan, selling food, all type of shit. I said I wasn't gonna cuss on this show, but this is just and it get worse. Like it gets worse and worse and worse. And now they talk about they want to take on Tom Homan. Listen here. Mayor Wu, you do not want them problems with him. You just don't. When I tell you damn near 80% of the people are in favor of deporting all the illegal migrants, y'all, you don't want them problems. You just don't. Listen, there are things I disagree with Trump on, but this is one thing I totally agree with it. I don't want to hear about, he canceled the border bill and all that. Nah, because they ain't got a border bill right now, and he shut down the whole border damn near. Lowest crossing since, probably since what, 20? It been some years. Legal migrants over here just doing whatever, setting up shop in apartments, taking over apartments. People, this is what y'all wanted in these sanctuary cities? And y'all stuck, Chicago, y'all stuck with Mayor Johnson over there. Because y'all can't just get him up out of there. He's got to do his whole terms. You see, this is the difference when it comes to state. Different rules, different laws, different bills that get passed. Y'all stuck with him. How y'all go from Lori Lightfoot to him? But hey, man, y'all keep doing identity politics out here, man. Y'all keep doing that. They don't want to work with ICE. They telling ICE, y'all not coming over here. All type of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I hope Pam Bondi watching this and something need to come up out of this. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Pam Bondi, your reputation is kind of down right now because of that Epstein list. Everybody was so eager to see what was in them files, but nope. You better come with it or something. And these people doubling down on this stuff, man. Sad, man. Sad. In here in Detroit, they out here protesting right now. And I'm just thinking, like, if your parents, family members came over here illegal, they already knew the repercussions that can happen. So I don't feel bad for them. I don't. I know some of them might be good people, but hey, some of them might be taking away resources that other people need here that are regular citizens. We just saw a girl who was homeless for like 3 months lose 2 of her kids because she ain't had nowhere to go. We don't know what happened, but that's a whole different situation. Y'all can go tap in on my YouTube page right now and click on that link because that was just crazy in itself. That's a whole different conversation. She dead ass wrong. The baby daddy too. But you can take away resources that people here pay into the system. Now I know they're gonna be like, legal immigrants pay down there like $100 billion in the system. But that don't account for down there $150 billion that we didn't pay for. And that's just what we know. Because, a lot of these numbers be kind of iffy. Crime. These cities is terrible. Hey, these blue cities, man, I ain't saying y'all got to just go straight Republicans because I don't want y'all to just pick the wrong person, but goddamn. Y'all need to look into other candidates or something. Just voting blue just cause them days are over with. The Democrats are not the Democrats of the past. And I'm here to tell y'all these Democrats ain't never changed. They just finesse you a little bit. That's all. Soften you up, butter you up. That's my take on all this, man. This is crazy, man. Like I said, Nancy Mays and got into them. We got the Great Byron Donalds then got into them. I mean, this lasted for like 6 hours. So y'all go tune into that. I was watching at the beginning. They were saying all that bull crap in the beginning. I was like, yep, I already know this about to be a whole bunch of lies that's about to happen. But y'all let me know, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, because it got some great things going over here. Great coverage, more shows to come, everything. And share it with somebody. Somebody might be liking the conversation that I be having over here, you know? So I thank y'all. Y'all go click on my last video that's about to pop up. I appreciate y'all. Leave a like on that video, and y'all have a good day. Peace.